Hey guys, what's up? So, I am going to be doing a review on one of the horror comics that my friend the Mount Vernon kid sent me. Hang on, I should have grabbed it right before the review. This is how it shows how professional I am. And today I'm going to be doing a review of Curse of the Wendigo. So, Curse of the Wendigo is from Dynamite Comics. It's from Matteo Missoff. God, I'm going to mispronounce these names. And Charlie Adlard. So, Curse of the Wendigo is a very interesting comic. It's a graphic novel, I should say. It's a 48-page graphic novel from Dynamite Comics, and it was from the artist of The Walking Dead. So this story is a fascinating one because it's a Wendigo horror story set in World War One. So, a World War One horror comic with with Native American lore. I was very interested, and Chris actually wanted to send me this for a while, but hey, no better time than the season of spooky, am I right? So, the story is that a Native American soldier in France named Wahate is part of a French regiment, and essentially what's going on is that the British and French sides of the trenches are being attacked by some unknown assailant who turns out to be a Wendigo. And Wahate has come to the reason why Wahate came to, to the battlefield of World War One was essentially he has been brought here to kill the Wendigo because it's part of his tribe. And I don't want to give too much away, but his tribe is tied to the Wendigo, and Wahate is trying to kill the Wendigo so his tribe can be free of it. So he's been tracking it for a long time. Among the other characters, you've got a mixture of he gets put on a squad of both French and German soldiers who are sent to investigate it, because like I said, both opposing forces are dealing with this unknown assailant that's killing and eating them, and they don't know what's going on, so they're like, okay, truce, because we gotta figure out what the fuck's going on, so we'll call a truce, and you go out there, and we'll have 3 of our guys and 3 of your guys form a team and go out into the world and find this killer, and then we'll get back to killing each other. I love the artwork in here by Charlie Adlard. Charlie Adlard's artwork is just dark and grim and just shows off the horrors of what World War One was like. You see, World War One was a nightmare hellscape, and yeah, I know. That's just a bit of the artwork right there. If you've read Walking Dead, you already know Charlie Adlard's artwork. Excuse me, the word got away from me. The one thing that does bother me about this comic is that it doesn't feel like Charlie Adlard or Missoff did a lot of research for the times. They do talk about like certain elements like the Wendigo psychosis, and also, and this is something I didn't know, was that they give little excerpts at the bottom of the pages, and one of those is that more than 1,200 Native Americans actually fought in World War One. I didn't know that, so thank you, comic. And it's weird, too, because my dad is obsessed with World War One. You know how most people, when they get old, like, real quick, I'm going to do a little quick deviation. You know how most people, most men, when they get older, they get obsessed with World War II for some reason? Like, hey, did you know that the Sherman tank could... Oh my god, I'm 48! Like, I've told my girlfriend, I've told her, hey, if I ever start wanting to go watch a war movie or a World War II museum or World War I museum that doesn't involve monsters and whatnot, feel free to put a bullet in my fucking head, because then you'll know I'm getting old. But yeah, for some reason my dad, instead of getting obsessed with World War II, got obsessed with World War I. He wanted to be ahead of the class. He also got obsessed with Rome, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, a lot of the words in here, like how the characters speak, is very, like, of the times. Like, they'll go, like, hello, or be cool, or whatever. I'm like, I don't think 1917 French infantrymen said be cool. Yeah. But It is cool. It really shows off just the horrors of war. The Wendigo itself is really cool. If you're expecting like a big antlered deer-looking motherfucker, you're probably not. You're not going to get that because this follows more of the traditional version of the Wendigo. Which, yeah, the Wendigo. I hate to say it, in regular Native American mythology, did not have the antlers. It didn't have the antlers. That was something that was added on. And speaking of someone who likes the antlers because it just gives more of a haunting figure, yeah. As someone who likes the Wendigo with antlers, I can deal with it, and it does kind of mix and match with a lot of the Wendigo mythology, so keep that in mind. There's also more about Wahate, which I have not mentioned because I don't want to spoil it. This is not a long comic. This is a 48-page. This is like a 48-page graphic novel. There are some bonus features to the book with Charlie Adler. There's and some nice prints of the back. It's a nice, well put together book. It is $7.99, but that's if you can find it off the shelves in a comic book shop or something, because this has been out for a while. And I've looked at some of the pricing for this book. It's a little more pricier, even though the book is $7.99 in retail price. So, yeah, do I recommend this? Yeah. It's a nice little one-and-done read. It's pretty much, like I said, it's a 48-page graphic novel. It's literally like if you got an oversized issue. It's like one of those 48-page big comics, and it's priced as much as they are with those with regular 48-page comics you would get at a comic shop. So, if you're a fan of the Wendigo and would like to see some, fun stuff, because we're not going to be getting antlers for a while, fucking 2020, so if you're looking for something to feed your interest in the Wendigo, I would say give this a shot. This was a lot of fun. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed this review, and as always, Chris, brother, thank you from the bottom of my heart for this. I don't know if I'll be able to read and get through the other two books you sent me, Philadelphia and Infidel, for the season of Spooky. But I did swear I wanted to get at least one comic review out there to essentially, as a thank you. So, yeah. So once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.